What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Always Compete Seahawks podcast. I am Michael here with you today to talk about how the Seahawks can still make the playoffs, how we can salvage the season. It's not going to be easy, I won't lie, but it's definitely possible. It's not at all out of the realm of possibilities. People who are writing it off are, not seeing the big picture. You know what I mean? There's a DJ Khaled quote somewhere about seeing the big picture. And while he's not my idol or anything, I do think he has some wise words right there. So before we kind of get into the video, make sure to subscribe if you've been enjoying the videos. Comment down below if you think the Seahawks are going to make the playoffs or not. And, let's get right into it. So just kind of looking at the Seahawks right now, they're 2-4. They don't have their starting quarterback. They don't have their starting running back. Their safety that they're paying $70 million is disappointing. They don't have corners. Their best defensive end almost just broke his neck. It's looking pretty bleak right now. But it's not over. We are not down for the count. We are most definitely still in the fight. So we're 2-4. We've lost to the Titans, who are really good, and the Rams, who are really good. All right. So looking at our remaining schedule, yeah, there are some tough games. We got to go play in Green Bay. We got to play the Cardinals twice. We got to play the Rams again. Not fun, I won't lie, but it's very much possible. So here is how the Seahawks can make the playoffs. First of all, this week, Monday night against the Saints, we're going to need a win, right? No bones about it. We need to win. We're in Seattle, primetime. We need a win. Geno going to have the ball. Rashad Penny going to have the ball. That's facts. Next week, we play the Jaguars. Now we're like, okay, all right. If we don't beat the Jaguars, like if we beat the Saints, even if we beat the Saints, if we lose to the Jaguars, season's over, delete the franchise, sell the team, change cities. I don't know what to say if we lose to the Jaguars. I actually don't. So all of a sudden we beat the Saints Jags. We're 4-4. All right, that's respectable. We got the bye week. Now this is where it gets interesting because timetable for Russell Wilson's return initially was 6 to 8 weeks, right? So that's what we're thinking, like 6 to 8 weeks. But Russ, he's not gonna have 6 to 8 weeks. It's probably gonna be like 4 or 5. So if you look at the Rams game, the Steelers was 1, Saints was 2, Jags is 3. Then we got the bye week, that's 4. Then we got Green Bay, that's 5. Maybe Russ plays in the Green Bay game. I'm not saying that he will. I'm just saying I think there's a chance Russ plays Green Bay. It doesn't matter. We're gonna lose because nobody beats the Packers in Green Bay. Let's be honest here. But the sooner we can get Russell Wilson back, the sooner our season could potentially turn around. So if Geno can salvage us 2 wins, then we got the bye. Then we go to Green Bay, we lose, unfortunately. I don't care who's at quarterback. Unless Aaron Rodgers is not playing. I don't care who we have at quarterback. We're not being Green Bay. Then we play the Cards. Oof. Right now, the Cards are the best team in football. Obviously, stuff can change in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Anything can change in 5 weeks. But right now, the Cards are the best team in football, so I'll chalk that up as an L, right? So now we're sitting at 4-6. We're like, uh-oh, danger zone. You know what I mean? Then we play Washington. Washington is not good. Now we're at 5-6. And then we play the 49ers. And, 49ers and Seahawks games, they're pretty 50-50, but for shits and giggles, let's just give them a W right there. All right? Then we play the Texans. That's a W. If we can't beat Davis Mills, then I don't know what we're doing in the National Football League. 7-6. We play the Rams, which is not fun, but we did beat the Rams last year. Okay? We beat them once. It could happen. Not saying that it does, but I'm saying it could happen. But I don't think it does. 7-7. We play the Bears on the day after Christmas. I love the Bears. I am actually a Bears fan. I am from Illinois. I know a lot about the Bears. I think the Seahawks beat the Bears. They're 8-7. Okay? And we play the Lions. Now we're 9-7. Right? We play Arizona. Now here's my thing with this Arizona game. Couple of things. Arizona could have the 1 seed locked up, the 1 or 2 seed locked up, and not play their starters week 18. It's a strong possibility they could do that, right? Or Russ could just ball the hell out, save us, and we beat Arizona. We're 10-7. That's playoffs. Underlined it, circle it, start. That's playoffs right there. So I've gone through these scenarios, and there's a lot of things that have to happen. Obviously, Number one being the sooner we get Russell Wilson back, the better. That's just obvious, right? That's just obvious. Number two, we got to beat the teams that we're better than. We have to beat the Jaguars. We have to beat the Texans, the Lions, the Washington football team. Like, we have to beat those guys. And then we also have to steal a game or two from a good team. If we can beat Green Bay, which we're not. If we could beat the Cardinals once. If we could beat the Rams. If we could steal one from the Saints and the Niners. It is definitely possible. I think personally, if I had to bet on it right now, I'd say we probably win 9 games. And who knows, that might be enough for the playoffs. 9-8 might be enough. The Bears made the playoffs last year, 8-8. Washington made the playoffs last year, 7-9. So 9-8 might be better. Might be good enough to make the playoffs. I think if we look at the wild card, the NFC wild card being realistic, right? The Cards and the Rams, one of them's going to win the division, one of them's going to take the wild card. So we've got 2 wild card spots left. I think the teams in contention for those 2 wild card spots are the Seahawks, the Panthers, the Vikings, the Bears. And yeah, I think that's really it. The NFC is not that good. So the NFC is not that good. We definitely still have a chance to make the playoffs. The season by no means is over. It is, though, if we lose to the Jaguars 100%. But we have to win games. Got to get Russ back. We got to get healthy. Got to get the season back on track. And the defense has to stop just blowing ass. That would also help a lot. But I think we could definitely still make the playoffs. And then once we're in the playoffs, we could win the Super Bowl. I mean, why not, But that's kind of my thoughts on the playoffs. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Peace out.